question is, healthcare. Since the projections for healthcare costs are so bleak, what will you do to reduce costs in healthcare? How do you view the healthcare reform, and what would you change, if anything?
You know, it's funny, when I was driving here today, I said, I hope they don't ask me the healthcare question. I got the 3 envelopes and I picked healthcare. So. But it's a good thing to talk about. First off, my name is Tom McDermott. I'm a surrogate for Congressman Brad Ellsworth. He's a congressman of the 8th Congressional District. He is a moderate Democrat, a blue dog Democrat is what they call themselves. He's asked me to come here on his behalf, and I'm actually proud to talk about his vote on the healthcare bill because it was a profile in courage. And I think if I understand anything about politics and about how the Americans feel nowadays, they're frustrated with politicians, they're frustrated with Washington, D.C. in particular, and I got good news for you. Congressman Ellsworth is not what you're frustrated with. He's the kind of guy we need in Washington. He's been a sheriff his whole life. He's a middle-class guy. He has his entire career on the line right now. He had a sure thing to be re-elected back to the 8th District. He's very popular in the 8th District, which is a 50-50 type of district. Despite knowing that his entire career on the line, knowing that he's got a huge vote looming in the U.S. Senate about health care, he did what I think is very brave. He voted for the health care bill. And I know that there's some people in here that may not agree that that's a brave thing, and I see some people turning their heads already. But I want to point out to you, a guy with his career on the line, he's risking it all. I think a lot of politicians would be forgiven if they already ran out. I think a lot of politicians would be forgiven. He didn't look the other way. He did what he thought was in the best interest of the American people, made a tough vote on a tough issue with his entire career on the line. Typical politicians would have looked the other way and would have voted the way they thought the popular wind was blowing. Brad Ellsworth did what he thought was right.
Thank you so much. Next will be John Morris for Rebecca Sinks-Burris.
John Morris. I'm here representing Rebecca Sinks-Burris. She's the Libertarian candidate for Senate. And I would urge you to consider the Libertarian Party this time around. I don't know about you, but the reason I'm involved in politics is because I'm pretty fed up with the other two parties telling us they're going to give us different results and then continuing to give us the same results. My question is, what plan do we have to create jobs and get people back to work? I think we need to revive American manufacturing. We can't have a sustainable economy like this unless we revive American manufacturing. And the only way we can do that is by getting the government out of the way. The compliance costs are just completely strangling American businesses. They're charging us too much money to try to do work. We need to let Americans get back to work by getting the government out of the way, simplifying our regulations and making them smarter. Our views on increasing sales tax to recover revenue projections, not going to happen. We should never let the government tax us at a federal level for sales tax unless they first get rid of the ability to tax us on our income. If we give them the ability to tax us on both, we won't have any money left to spend. So I'm all in favor of trying to get us taxed on a consumption base, but first, like I said, they can't tax us on income. It's one or the other. So like I said, please consider Rebecca Sinks-Burris for Senate. She's going to give you the change that you're looking for.
Thank you. And next is Jed Nolan for Dan Coates, representing for Dan Coates, and his question obviously was number 1. No?
No? Oh, sorry. This is the longest answer I have.
Okay.
I have how much time?
Let me ask the question. So
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, I forgot the last one. It's education, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What are your views on school vouchers, higher education funding? What measures will you take to change or continue global educational goals? And how do you propose the state enforce teacher accountability?
Are you all ready? This is a long-winded answer. Dan Coates believes states are in the best position to make decisions about needs of students. The kids with a low-performing school should have the right to transfer their child, parents with, to a better-performing school. We need to enhance parents' ability to make educational choices. Here in Indiana, Dr. Tony Bennett, who has an excellent singing voice, wants to expand, number 1, the charter schools. That was a joke. Expand charter schools, where Dan led the charge in Congress so that now 1.5 million children are educated in over 5,000 charter schools nationwide. Intervene in chronically low-performing schools, improve graduation rates in high schools, and even though Indiana did not receive a Race to the Top grant in the last 2 times, Dan will work to ensure that Indiana gets to make the decision on how many federal money is spent. Dan opposed Goals 2000 and its attempt at national standards, and he will go to the Senate to stop President Obama's latest attempts. Excuse my slurring. Dan Coates knows we need to focus on competitiveness. The United States is stagnant in our performance against other countries. Performance goes down as students reach high school and college age, and we lag behind in math and science. Was that the red card, ma'am? Do I need to wrap it up? Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.